Hi there. Hi. How are you, Lincoln? Great to see you. Great to see you. I'm stopping by briefly. I was live on Facebook. I've just had an inspiring workshop with some incredible ladies on Zoom on emotional intelligence. And I am excited, not sure whether I'm so excited, because now it's almost the norm for me to write books. It's another way of impacting people. How are you doing, Lincoln? So I'm talking about my new book, which will be released tomorrow. The ebook will be available at an introductory price of, I think it's £1. I can't remember, just under £2, £1 67, and it's Unleash Your Authentic Identity. Unfortunately, I've placed the order. I've not received the copies yet, so I would have loved to show you the books, and I think I have my other copy there upstairs, but I've placed my order, so the copies are coming. The book is released tomorrow, Unleash Your Authentic Identity and Life Purpose. And whenever I release a new book, I always do something. I give one of my existing book, the latest book, before my new book on offer. So this now is going at 99p, Success Blueprint, a timeless guide to enable you to identify what true success means and achieve success and fulfillment in every area of your life. And that's Success Blueprint by Dr. Sylvia for Chapley Camby. And my new book is Unleash Your Authentic Identity. I've been privileged to work with a lot of individuals, women, schools, young people who unfortunately do not know who they truly are. They've lost touch with their true identity, the true meaning of their lives, which is similar to their purpose of existence. And unfortunately, this often leads to a lot of problems. Higher up, how are you? It leads to a lot of problems, because I work with a lot of young people, and you would know that unfortunately suicide is the largest cause of death amongst young people in the UK, in the US as well, and globally. Unfortunately, these young people, for one reason or the other, they choose to take away their lives. For some, it may be peer pressure. For others, it may be, abuse, whatever happened. But what I've actually come to realize working with women, young people, with their parents, there is one underlying factor that all of these youths will get to that stage where they feel suicidal, they feel like there's no value to their lives, is the fact that they feel worthless. They feel like there is no meaning to life, there is no meaning to their lives, and there is no reason why they should keep living. There is that sense of worthlessness, which really pains me, because the truth is every single one on planet Earth is worthy. Every single one on planet Earth is here for a unique purpose and mission. No one is unworthy. No one is useless, if I may say it that way. We all have value to add to the world. And I have been privileged to deliver countless workshops with women, young girls, all enabling them to unlock their true identity, to find out who they truly are, what's their purpose in life. Because identity births confidence. Identity reveals our purpose. And these programs have been tremendous. I've been privileged to work with people who had no hope. They've given us up all hope. But through the program, normally it's a 12 weeks program, and they've come out of, dark places without clarity, being lost, to becoming really, really clear about who they are, their sense of identity, worth, and hence they start having self-esteem and self-confidence. So as a result of that, I thought I was going to share this with the world, because obviously when I'm doing workshops, I can only be in a few places at a certain time. I am reaching out to less people, but a lot more people need to become aware of their authentic identity. Society has given us a lot of labels. Scientists, medical professionals like myself, unfortunately, we've given people labels, and people have picked up those labels and defined themselves by those labels. It shouldn't be like that. Your identity is not linked to your condition. Your identity is not linked to your background, where you come from. It's not linked to your gender. It's not even linked to your skin color. I am unique. I'm a unique individual. There are so many blacks. There are so many women. There is none like me. I cannot be like any of them. You know, identity is those set of qualities, you know, traits, characteristics that distinguish an individual from another individual, or a group of people from another set of people, group of people. But it takes us first to understand who we are, our unique identity as a unique individual. When I understand who I am as a unique individual, then I can understand the kind of groups that I can identify myself in. But I get into those groups and I'm not lost. I don't take on the identity of the group. I go into those groups, be it black, be it women, be it Africans, be it British, be it whatever it is. But I go there fully understanding how unique I am and adding value to that group as a unique individual. If I ask you the questions, hi, thank you all for joining me. I'm glad you can join me. It's a pleasure to have you all here. I'm going to give you some waves. I hope my video is clear. I've just been on Facebook and I thought I'll stop by live. I love to do things live. I love to really interact, you know. I am real. I am authentic. I'm spontaneous. I was born to speak and inspire. I don't prepare. All of my videos, I step in live. Most of my workshops, I've done it again and again. And I speak from the heart because there's nothing I train that I don't apply it in my own life. My greatest testimony is my own lifestyle. I'm an example of everything I teach. So when I ask you the question, who are you? Please feel free to comment there. Who are you? What would you say? Why are you here on earth? What can you do? What did you come on this earth to do? Why didn't you go to Mars? Why didn't I go to another planet? Why am I here on planet Earth? It's not by chance. I've heard a lot of people, like I said, define themselves by their past, by their health conditions, by their current challenges and circumstances, some by their titles. Hey, come on. There are 10,001 doctors. There are 10,001, more. I'm just using 10,001 hematologists. So many pharmacies. What sets me apart from those doctors? What sets me apart from those hematologists? We are unique. Our titles, our qualifications, our financial status, our jobs do not define us. We existed before we had those titles. We existed before we went on and got those qualifications. And we existed before we got just those jobs. If anything happens, even when those jobs are gone, I will still be here. You will still be here. It took you to get that job, and if they are gone, you can still get another job. A better one. You can create a business. When people tie their identity and hence their worth into qualifications, jobs, businesses, unfortunately, if something happens, God forbid, and that business comes down, or that job, they lose that job, or maybe they tie their identity to a relationship, to a marital status, and there is something that goes wrong in that marriage, then you hear them saying, I lost my confidence. You hear them saying things like, it damaged my mental health. I became depressed because they tied their identity to a qualification, to a job, to a business. But that's not who you are. You're far bigger than any job. Hi there. Hi Diamond. How are you? Lovely to have you. I'm doing it live on Instagram. I love to come live sometimes. I'm enjoying Clubhouse, but I love people to see my natural expression and my smiles. I know they usually inspire people to smile because they are contagious. I do a lot of videos. You can check out most of my videos. I do programs to empower, really long videos, getting clarity. I'm sure I've done about maybe 6 videos on this topic. You can check on Dr. Sylvia Likambi International, my website. You're going to find endless videos on YouTube that I do to empower, inspire, and transform lives so people are able to unlock their true identity and life purpose. I work a lot with women. I work with men too. I work with families. But through my organization, which is a community interest company, a social enterprise, we work to serve women, young girls, and families. And I've been delivering some amazing workshops, and it's been a privilege and honor serving. So like I was saying, when we attach our identity to things, to jobs, to professions, we lose that, or relationships, we are bound to lose our confidence. We are bound to become affected. Who are you? What's your identity? I've seen so many people, they spend their entire life marching for people to accept their identity, whether be it religion, be it, I don't know, skin color, be it gender, be it sexuality. We were called and sent on planet Earth to fulfill our purpose, not for people to accept us. The truth is, these things do not really define you. It's a vessel. But who I am is not determined by this vessel. It's determined by the content in the vessel, by the value I've got to add into your life. People will come to me not because they love me. Sometimes, hey, but it's difficult not to love me because I'm very kind, I'm very caring and loving and always smiling. But people will come to me because of the value, because of the knowledge and wisdom I've got to add to their lives. So people won't necessarily come to you because of this, that, and that. I was working with an incredible lady today, and she was telling me she has all this amazing vision and plan. But she was telling me, you know, I'm telling her, let's start somewhere. You've got to start. You've got to write that vision, make it clear, set those goals. She was telling me, you know, it's hard. I don't have a master's. I don't have a PhD. I don't have all of those qualifications. I am black. She was naming all of those things, and I just smiled. I'm like, hey, you know what? They don't define you. We've got some incredible successful people today who are not even educated. They taught themselves. They maximize their greatest strengths and live daily to learn and gain more skills. I told her, I am black. That has never stopped me in fulfilling my maximum potential. When I step out to serve, I never step as a black woman. I never even step as a woman. I stepped out as a unique individual called by God, equipped with some unique and powerful strengths and gifts to share with the world and impact lives. Of course, I'm proud to be a woman. It's incredible. A mother. You know, we are the only vessels used to populate planet Earth. I'm proud to be an African woman. Super, super proud. But that's not really who I am. It may kind of limit us from fulfilling our true identity and life purpose. Who are you? How can you begin to understand your identity? Let me give you this, and I'm going to leave you because I've got some sessions after this. Let's take, for example, we've got the parts of the body. My darling Diamond Sharpens Diamond. Hi, darling. How are you doing? Lovely to see you here. Great to see you. Let me give this example, okay? We've got the various parts of the body, so simple. There are so many examples in that book, so many examples. I love to bring things alive. I love to teach by example, so I'm not really giving you information or pushing them to you. I'm inspiring you. I'm stirring the desire within you to open up your mind, to be transformed through the renewal of your mind, that you look for the answers. Take, for example, we've got the parts of the body. They are all different. None is superior, none is inferior. My eyes are different, beautiful just as they are. My nose, are the eyes more beautiful than the nose? Absolutely not. Are the ears more beautiful than the eyes? Absolutely not. The eyes can only see, of course, cry, do other things, but the key purpose of the eyes is to see and bring light to this body. The eyes cannot hear. Does that make the eye any inferior to the nose? Absolutely no. How do we identify the eyes? By their greatest strengths, by their purpose, by what they can do. Identity defines purpose. The eye was designed to see, and it was equipped with everything it needs to see and bring light to this body. The eye did not work so hard to be able to have those lenses, to be able to see. Absolutely no. By divine creation, by divine design, because its purpose was to see. It was given and equipped with all the strengths. I want to ask you, what are your greatest strengths? What are you so passionate about? What's that thing that stirs you? You can't have rest. It's constantly stirring you. If we could feel the eyes, if we could hear the eyes speak, I'm sure immediately the eyes are open. They can't wait to see. They want to see. They want to bring light into this body. If something obstructs their way, maybe something gets into the eye, it's struggling hard to cleanse it so it can be able to see and fulfill its purpose. Your weaknesses never define you. The fact that the nose cannot see, we've not really defined the nose. The mouth as well cannot see. The ears cannot see. The hands cannot see. The legs cannot see. But we're not defining them. we may actually define ourselves through elimination. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not that. It narrows our choices so we can become aware of who we are, but it never tells us who we truly are. What's your passion? What are those core fundamental beliefs that you hold about yourself? What are those foundational beliefs that are unshakable, that are non-negotiable? You would rather die than give up those beliefs, because your core fundamental beliefs shape you into all that you actually will ever become. What are your values? What's your vision? What's it that you envisage to become, even though you are not yet there, irrespective of your background, irrespective of how poor you may be, the poor background you come from, how uneducated you may be? What's that vision? What is that mental image you see constantly that is not giving you rest? Every single morning you see that image, you see that individual, you desire to become that individual. What's that? What's your source? What's your source? You know, these little traits help us to be able to identify who we are. Because when you know your source, by their fruits they will know them. If I take an orange seed, it can only grow and produce oranges and nothing less or more. What's your source? Where have you come from? I know some will be like, okay, I don't have a father, I don't have a mother. When I talk about source, it goes beyond the physical, okay? Yes, we've all come from parents. Imagine people or children who grow up in homes where they have parents. They have some sense of security, some sense of assurance, and hence confidence, because they know they belong somewhere. They know they've got some roots, and when you are rooted as a tree, you are not shaken. Winds may come, storms may come, they may blow off your leaves, blow off your branches. You remain unshaken. You are nourished through those roots. So you knowing that you have a source in the physical realm, family, it gives you some confidence. That's why, unfortunately, a lot of children in the care system, they have no confidence because they don't even know who they are. They don't know what they can identify themselves by. You know, because like I said, after their kind, they will know them. If I am a lion, I'll only produce after my kind. A lion cannot give birth to a sheep. Absolutely no. Or a lioness cannot give birth to a sheep. So by the nature of the fact that they can begin to understand that you come from a family of champions, of winners, of victors, automatically you're a victor. You're a winner. Nothing less. Nothing more. When you say you're a victor, you're a champion, you are not bragging. It's the reality. When I stand and tell you, the eyes were designed to see. The eyes bring incredible light to this body. I'm not bragging about the eyes. That's the truth. That's the reality. So there's a greater source when you understand that there is a divine God behind your existence. I believe in God. When you believe and you understand that He is the master of all, He is the creator of all, His very nature is love, He owns everything, you understand that, hey, I'm a daughter of the kingdom. I'm a son of the kingdom. I come from one who never fails. I come from a creator. Automatically, I'm a creator. I can create whatever life I desire. And automatically, you can know what you're destined to become. You were created in His likeness and image. Success is your birthright. You were born and destined to succeed and thrive in every area of your life. And I will leave you with this to remind you again, what are you going through? What have you gone through in the past? Sometimes the pain of the past is that which has to come to push some of us forward, to understand why we are here and who we truly are. But let me tell you this, your past doesn't define you. Your current challenges and hardships do not define you. Your weaknesses do not define you and will never define you. Don't get me wrong. There are some weaknesses that you and I must work on because they will hold us back from fulfilling our greatest potential. Let me give an example. Something like low self-esteem, low confidence. If I don't trust myself, I can't step out boldly and accomplish my purpose and mission here on earth. You must do away. That's a weakness that will hold you back from living your full potential. Unforgiveness. It eats you up. It destroys you. It will hold you back. It makes you a prisoner of your past, of that pain, of that hurt. And you're not going to move forward. You're not going to enjoy the greatness, the life you were born and destined to live. Resentment, envy. Limiting beliefs. You're telling yourself you're not good enough and constantly telling yourself that you're going to hold yourself hostage of your negative limiting beliefs, and you'll not be able to maximize your greatest strengths and hence live your full potential. So those type of weaknesses we must work on. It's a must. You cannot even negotiate on those. You must work on becoming super confident. And again, remember, once you know your identity, confidence is inevitable because you know that's who you are. That's really who you are. You don't need permission from anyone to define you. Whatever the doctors say, if you knew that you came from an orange fruit, they may sit and hold whatever, meeting in the world and say they've studied, they've done this. But hey, guess what? When that seed is sown in a very nurturing environment, in a fertile ground, nourished in the appointed time, it will produce those marvelous oranges, nothing less, nothing more. So your past doesn't define you, your present, your health condition. Don't let some doctor define you by saying you are what. Do you know what? As a medical professional, I deliberately refuse to call all of those names, those new labels they are giving to our children, because I realize that they were becoming really a fantasy, something we've just made that really did not exist. Because maybe as doctors, we are not patient. As medical professionals, we don't have the answers to it all, and we'll never have the answers to it all. That's the limitation of humans. But we felt like giving them names will actually justify the reason why we'll say we cannot treat them. And unfortunately, we make people go by those labels. We put people in a box. We give them an identity that is not theirs, that does not belong to them. Let no medical professional define you. Let no one put any label on you. You need to understand who you are. Look at your greatest strengths. Let your strengths and your vision be the ultimate. Nothing less than your strengths and your vision. It doesn't matter where you are right now. If you dream of becoming the president, hey, let that be your focus. That's who you are. That's who you were born to become. Of course, being the president is a title, it's a position, but it's what you're going to do as a president. You're going to give out your best gifts, your uniqueness, your value to the world when you become that president. Again, your identity is defined by some of your greatest strengths. Your vision. Vision is an internalized mental picture of your purpose. Why would you envisage something you've never become before? Why would you envisage something? God places that mental picture. You see, in the Bible, when he had to bless someone, he had to show them, look there, because he understood image is powerful. When your mind gets that mental image, you go for nothing else but that. If I say, look at the beautiful flower, immediately you don't see the words flower, Flowers. You don't hear these words, you don't spell it. You envisage a beautiful flower in your mind. Look at the black dog out there. Look at a brown cat. You immediately have the image. It's a way of placing that image within you of who you are. So it's right within your mind. It's never placed in the mind of another. Vision is seeing what others cannot see and start preparing for it. It's seeing who you are called to be. You start taking the steps right now and here. We are now all trapped, some of us, when we talk of unleash your potential. It's like that orange seed. The potential of amazing orange trees are trapped. Or maybe an orange tree is trapped within that orange seed. And so many oranges are trapped within that orange seed. But you know what? Even though within the seed, we've got oranges. If that seed is never sown and nurtured, if I keep that seed in my living room, on the floor, on my desk for 10 years, 10 decades, it will remain forever an orange seed with potentials trapped within it. Some of us are seeing ourselves at that level of seed, so much potential trapped within us. We need to find the right environment. It may be people, coaches, inspirational people who will stir up the desire more in you, who will nurture the gifts you have, who will encourage you, and who will see the best in you. We will not only see that seed, but because they know you come from an orange, they will tell you, you're an orange, don't give up. Don't give up. When you are sown and the results is not coming forth immediately, of course, it doesn't take overnight for an orange seed to grow. It might take even 15 years. Those coaches, those inspirational people around you are encouraging you. Do not focus on what you see. Keep your eyes fixed on the vision you have of becoming those oranges. I wish you all a wonderful day. I hope you're doing amazing. God bless you, and it's been the wonderful, inspiring Dr. Sylvia Ford-Chopley-Camby, a leading female empowerment and transformation authority, best-selling author. My next book, I'm talking about that, Unleash Your Authentic Identity and Life Purpose, and I've given you some tips. All of these are found in this book. The book will be released tomorrow. The e-copy will be available. Please follow the link and get it on. I'll put it on my link tree, or you can go on Amazon and type Unleash Your Authentic Identity and Life Purpose. It will be right there, and there's an introductory offer. After I think 3 days, the price will go back to normal, and the hard copies will be released next Saturday. I do that on purpose. I love to do that, to just give people some time to really start reading, and then I need my own copies to come as well, because some people have already pre-ordered on my website. You can go on my website as well and pre-order. Follow my link. Go on my link tree. You'll see details on my website. You'll see the book itself, Unleash Your Authentic Identity. It comes as a full program. If you're a coach, you're a trainer, you want to actually use these materials, you're more than welcome. I've got live videos on the teachings. I've got PowerPoint slides, because I want people to teach these in schools, to actually people the work that I may not be able to physically reach them. And you can reach me, get in touch with me, DM me. And also, I'm giving away my book, 7 Powerful Strategies for Overcoming Life Challenges, Tested and Proven Life-Changing Keys, for free. So you can DM me right now. If you watch this video later, feel free to DM me and get a copy of that for free. So you may go about living your life in a very, very optimistic manner, being ready to conquer all of those challenges that will come your way while you're on a mission to fulfill your purpose. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all, and God bless you. It's always a privilege to stop by, and I will see you later. I wish you a wonderful and a glorious week. Thank you. And don't forget to get your copies tomorrow. You can get it right now. The link will be there. Go on my link tree, pre-order an autographed copy. You want a special message from me, please do not forget to get this. I promise it's going to change your life. It's going to transform your life. And this is really practical. You will relate with a lot of things I've said there. They are very visual. There are lots of examples. I mentioned why you must know your authentic identity. Why is it important? My people perish for lack of knowledge. When we don't know who we are, we're going to actually be disadvantaged. Abuse is inevitable. Abuse is a fusion of two words: abnormal use of something. Purpose is the intent, original intent for creation of someone or manufacture of something. When I don't know the purpose of something, I'm going to abuse it. Exploitation is inevitable. And finally, mediocrity is inevitable, because we'll settle for less. We don't know how powerful we are when we don't know who we are. We'll not be able to know those great gifts, strengths, and uniqueness we have within us. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you. Great, I'm going to leave you now. Thank you.